having. Let me go ahead and scooch in here, not cover Bullet completely up. Actually, I'm going to adjust the camera just a little bit. Maybe one of these days we'll get our ducks in a row. All right, so,
Hey, everybody.
Are you spinning yet?
No.
Okay, I see spinny thing going on my computer. I'm going to assume we're live now.
We're live.
So I'm going to go ahead and forewarn y'all. We're dealing with the worst internet I have probably just about ever seen here. When we had the storms come through a few days ago, our internet, well, we do hotspot over phones because we live out in the middle of nowhere. It went to nothing. I don't know if a storm damaged one of the local towers or what. I have 5 bars, but I've been getting kicked off the internet left and right today. So, okay, so people are saying we're live, even though my computer doesn't act like we're live. She's over here doing the spinny thing on her phone because she watches the live from that and reads comments, but I don't know. Y'all let me know if we start buffering too bad or having issues. We may just have to cancel this live stream tonight, and I hope that doesn't happen. So it is March the 13th at 7 p.m., our new time. Everybody has just said unanimously, hey, move the time back to 7 p.m., which is what we typically do in the summers. It does give us more time. We don't feel as rushed on Sundays. Right. Now, I greatly apologize to our friends that are overseas right now. We have a lot of people that watch from all around Europe and everywhere else. I know now this pushes y'all to like midnight and you've got to watch it back later. So speaking of that, if you're watching this back later and we're not live, by all means drop a comment. We may not get back to you immediately. I know sometimes people jump on a live stream because it says live, but we're not technically live. We allow these to play back later so you can still be a part of it and drop a comment. So I apologize for the people that it did affect us moving it up, but without a doubt, 99% of the people gave the thumbs up, said please move to 7 because, well, we got to keep in mind there's a lot of people behind us in time zones too, and it may be 2, 3 o'clock, whatever, and it's just tough in the middle of your day, especially when you want your Sunday afternoon nap, and here we are popping up on your phone. Oh, so I said wonder, everybody. Welcome, everybody, because Todd just said wonder if a tower got struck by lightning. Very possible. We had a lot of lightning over the last several days. We wound up getting 5.5 inches of rain out of all these storms that come through. There was tornado alerts everywhere, wind alerts, but we're good. Other than just your typical tree limbs and stuff that blow down, we didn't have nothing really bad happen. We needed to rain. It did not wash the dirt away. That's been a very popular question. It actually packed out really well, so I'm expecting some grass seed to pop up here before long. But some friends out to the west of us, south of us, all over the place we did experience quite a few tornadoes in Florida. It looked like South Georgia and a few other places. So all of those people are in our thoughts and prayers. Now, the good thing that come out of this is we were starting to get extremely dry here. We had a lot of forest fires, especially out in West Florida. They wound up getting a decent amount of rain. I'm hearing from some viewers that live out there, so that's excellent. And they're calling for up to 2 more inches of rain coming up this Tuesday. Holy moly. So feast or famine, it always is. I guess we're about to go from drought and forest fires to flooded and muddy. Here it comes. So Mike, starting it right off. Hello from South Dakota, and what the heck is for dinner? What's for dinner? We'll answer it a couple times throughout the live stream.
Well, Andrew requested Philly cheesesteaks, and we're also going to do zucchini fries.
Zucchini fries. I kid y'all not.
On the Blackstone.
Never done this before. And I asked her earlier, I said, where'd you find this recipe at? Pinterest or wherever else? She just thought it up in her head.
Yeah.
I'm all about that. Let's try.
Well, I mean, not on the Blackstone. People do it in the air fryer and things like that, but I haven't seen anybody do it on the Blackstone.
Well, we're going to do it on the Blackstone. So let's see how zucchini fries, people are always getting on to us. Eat your vegetables. We eat a ton of vegetables. We're just really bad on the live stream. We always cook really bad stuff on the live stream.
Well, it's hard to be too healthy on the Blackstone.
So the Philly, it's going to have some peppers and stuff in it. And then we've got zucchini fries that we're going to doctor up with a lot of stuff.
Cheese.
Yeah, and cheese for Chris. That's going to make those not quite so healthy, but they'll taste good. And I think little man's already out.
Yeah, he is.
Look at him.
He's cold.
He just fluffed his bed right before the live stream, and now he's out. So
He's very cold.
He's not going to participate. He's wore out from all the storms this week that stressed him the heck out.
Yeah.
He didn't get all his naps this weekend that he wanted. So now, now he's passed out in front of the fire out there. All right. So we just answered the food question. I see a lot of people still asking there. Y'all's comments are way behind on my super slow internet. And see, Bible Biker Church, Mr. Pastor said he had a snowstorm come through yesterday and destroyed his little greenhouse, lost all of his plants. Oh, man, I hate to hear that because, well, speaking of that, I guess I might as well answer it. A lot of people had been asking me. Y'all see we're in jackets and stuff. So we go from about 3 weeks in the 80s, springtime, grass blooming, to frost this morning. It always happens. So I spent last night, I was out there with a headlamp in the dark for quite a while, wrapping up all my blueberries, which are blooming like crazy, my tangelos, some of my citrus, covering up. I put
you did cover them?
Yeah.
Good.
Well, not so good. I put heat lamps out. I put Dixie cups over potatoes. I wrapped up all the tomatoes and peppers and everything else and put heat lamps under them and wrapped them up in frost blankets. Most of the stuff did okay. However, the tangelo got burned up pretty bad, and it was loaded. I mean, loaded with blooms. They're all wilted today. Some of the tomato plants, even under frost blankets, they're a little wilted, but I think they're going to make it. Potatoes did good because I covered them 2 kinds of ways. Sadly, some of our blueberries got bit a little, and they're only small plants, but they were loading up so much. So it is what it is. And chances are this may not be our last frost. They were calling for 28 here. Thankfully, I woke up this morning, all I seen was 31, but that was cold enough to nip these plants that really aren't designed for cold weather. So it is what it is. What are you smiling about?
There's just a bunch of comments I'm laughing at.
Some of them I need
We'll
to
get
answer.
to 'em.
If it's Chris, skip it. Skip it. He's being a smart butt, I already know. So Mr. Jimmy said they got down to 18 up there in North Carolina. That would have destroyed us if we'd have got there. I am shocked. This is the first time they called us at 28 and we didn't hit it. Typically they say, oh, it's going to be 28 and we'll be 24. They've been getting it wrong to the wrong side all this year, and it's been way colder than they've been calling for. So I'll gladly take 31. So Mr. Jimmy says, do I need that bear rug? Nope, we're going into spring. It's about to warm up summertime. Don't need that bear rug. Let's see here. What else we got in some comments? Sorry, I have missed a pile of them according to Tiffany. So Robert says his dinner tonight was buffalo wings. That sounds pretty good. I do like some buffalo wings. And Cash, I sent him a picture this week. He said those barbecue tater tots look awesome. Cash, shh. We tell everybody we eat healthy during the week.
As you can tell. Yeah.
And you're telling them we ate barbecue tater tots this week, which we did, and they're amazing. Yeah. Oh, they're so good.
He said he's making them tonight.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
We can't cook them on the black stone, but if we ever get our cooking channel kicked off, oh my goodness, y'all. Oh my goodness. You take pulled pork, Boston butt, anything like that, put it over some tater tots that you already have crisp up, put some cheese, some barbecue sauce, a few other things on there.
We might have splurged once this week.
It is so good. And y'all wonder why this keeps happening and this right here. I need some time to get around.
Cash, you must send us a picture.
Yes. Oh my goodness. So I tell you, see people already talking about garden stuff, zipper peas and everything else. I'm excited. I really hope this was the last frost because I want to finish cleaning the garden up and get in there. I've got all my seeds ready to go. I'm so ready to plant my garden. What, another smart comment?
Yeah. Just keep on going.
Y'all are feeling spiffy tonight, huh? So how about let's move this. I know Andrew, this is Andrew Barton. Heck, he's way overseas in the UK, if I remember correctly. So you're up late. It says, question for Tiffany. Just wondering if you watch Andrew's videos before he posts them, or you just hear what he's done firsthand.
A lot of times I just hear what he does firsthand, because we are both very busy, trying to get our chores done throughout the day. We barely have enough time to even chat with each other, and I definitely don't have time to watch the videos, as I'm working all day long until, late in the evening sometime.
And I've gotten a really bad habit here lately of, used to I would stay up at night editing, and that's exhausting. At the end of a long day, you're sore, you're tired. I don't want to stay up till 10 or 11 editing. I can't focus. So now I've gotten a habit of getting up early in the morning and then doing my editing. Well, heck, she's done rolled off to work by then. By the time I'm uploading the video, proof watch it real quick and getting it ready for y'all. So it's very difficult for her to watch them till after the fact. But I'm good now. I'm good. I ain't done no bad stuff. Anything like, every now and then she'll get on me and go, wish you hadn't posted it like that or this, that, and the other. You know how ladies are. They want to look perfect and everything else. And she sees things that I don't see, but whatever.
Well,
but
the one time you got
good.
my dirty dishes in the background.
Yeah, stuff like that bothers her. I walked in the processing room one day, there was dirty dishes in the sink like people. Oh my goodness, I've never seen dirty dishes.
Well,
but see, I don't think about those type of things being a guy, but I'm pretty good with
could have got a better angle.
I'm pretty good with my editing. I'm pretty good with my editing. I think I do halfway.
Yeah,
okay.
so no, I find out a lot of times on the live what's coming up next on the week and a lot of different things.
Yeah. All right, let's see here. So Jonathan wants to know, can we use our shower in the house without a CO or certificate of occupancy? Absolutely we can. What they don't know won't hurt them. Now here's the problem. I was talking, who the heck was I talking with this about this earlier today? Sorry, I've talked to so many people. I think it was Chris. Yeah, he made a comment early on the live stream here. He says, can you use your shower? We sure can. It's going to be freezing cold water, and that ain't happening. So I was waiting to get the floor in. I've already called for my propane or gas company hookup. I don't think that's something I can legally do. It's not something I want to do anyways. I've done paid them in full, and they're supposed to come back and do a final appliance hookup and pressure test. I'm perfectly fine with the gas company doing that. Takes the liability off of me for something like that. But I had to have the floor down so I could put the stove in. Well, I'm already at that point. The kitchen is done. Spoiler alert. I've got to edit that video and get it out to y'all. So the appointment's there. They'll come do a final hookup of our water heater. I'm going to call it a hot water heater since that drives everybody crazy. You don't heat hot water, they always tell me. Okay, cold water heater. You want to call it that? So they'll hook that up. They'll hook the stove up and put a regulator on for the porch. And I paid them to do a generator hookup since I have a propane generator as well. So we're getting close. Once that's hooked up, CO or not, you can bet we're going to go out there and get us a nice hot shower, even if we got to walk back across the yard in flip-flops. I don't care. As soon as I can get out of that camper shower, we're getting out of it, because our camper shower, I kid y'all not, I'm not exaggerating, is about that big by that wide.
And this is as high as you can raise your arms.
That's right, because you're hitting the roof. So you got that little spray wand, and you're soaping up, and it's freezing cold some nights, and then you hang it up there, and you have to cut the water off so you can soap up, otherwise it washes the water off. All right, then you get ready, and then you click it back on, and the water's already cold. Now you're freezing. You got to put it in the corner real quick. Okay, here comes the hot water. Now you can rinse off real quick. Yeah, I'm not going to miss that at all.
Not at all.
I'm so done with camper showers. Oh, I'm so done with camper showers. Okay, done missed a ton of comments again. Ask them over and over, because it kills me when I scroll up. Then I get all off. So Logan says both of us have our cups tonight that Logan sent to us. Speaking of stuff that was sent to us, man, y'all have been mighty generous here lately. So I have got some seeds in the mail, and I've heard I've got some more coming. You see it's tore open because I've already been planting some tomato seeds. Mr. Jeff thought about it, sent me a back brace. There's been all kinds of stuff this week. I've had several people tell me, be looking ahead, stuff's coming in the P.O. box this week, so we have to make several trips up there. Thank y'all so much for that. And like I said, Logan, heck, he sent me hats, he sent me cups.
Yes,
y'all been so extremely generous. We can't thank y'all enough for everybody thinking about us. Miss Rebecca took care of us last week. It's just, the list goes on and on and on. So thank y'all so much for that. We'll always try to show off and share. Just keep in mind, sometimes you may have sent something. We can't go to the post office every day. It's not right around the corner here, and they have crazy hours. They're literally open from 7 to 11 every day. They're not open on the weekend, so welcome to living way out in the middle of nowhere, but thank y'all for thinking about us. That was a lot of talking. So Cash says apparently they're having good California weather today before the rain comes in. Did I hear you talking about mowing your grass earlier? Seems like you're snowing one week, you're mowing your grass the next, you're splitting firewood, maybe you're going to the beach the next. Sounds like y'all have some of that Florida weather right there, my goodness. And Cash says, everybody, please hit the thumbs up. Yep, if you do like this content, we truly do appreciate it. Hey, speaking of, I know this is YouTube, but a lot of y'all watch us on Facebook. I mean, we can celebrate this. We hit 10,000 followers this morning on Facebook.
And thanks to you guys.
That is thanks to y'all. A lot of y'all have been sharing the content and helping us out there. So that Facebook's actually growing a little quick, actually a lot quicker here lately than even YouTube is. So it's kind of weird how that all works out. But thank y'all so much for that. Because I know a lot of people jump back and forth and watch us on both. That's pretty exciting.
People only prefer to watch it on Facebook too.
Yeah, that's true. So, some people are comfortable in their platforms. A lot of people want YouTube only. A lot of people want Facebook only. I totally understand it. Personally, I'm more of a YouTube guy. She's on Facebook a lot. So, hey, that's just the way it is. But we're going to continue to post to both platforms. And I'm already noticing, I've said it before, a completely different demographic over on Facebook. So we may start altering content toward the people that want to see certain types over there versus YouTube in the future as we can start pumping more content out. Right. But very exciting. We're hitting some awesome milestones, and we're so excited about that. So thank y'all so much for that. Truly do appreciate it.
So you skipped over the comments about the grease in the door.
Oh,
Did you see that?
and,
Yeah.
And I was
So
reminded.
Chris, he first off said, "I bet you didn't grease the door this week."
Nope, and I was actually reminded too. Was that this morning or yesterday? My mind's going crazy, and I told someone, "Thank you for reminding me." And I was going to go out there and get the last little bit of silicone spray that I have. I even rolled up the door today and looked at where it's rubbing in the track,
And you still didn't.
and I was like, "I'm going to get that." Now, with that said, I have been swamped today. I have been so busy setting up so much stuff. Hey, I have been busy today, and yet I let it slide again. I really did. Ain't no, it is what it is. So, anyways, moving on to the next one. So Brad wants to know if we're going to get hats anytime soon. Oh, that's something I need to work on too. So speaking of something I worked on today, let's just go ahead and throw everything out there.
Yeah.
Y'all have been I even feel bad talking about this. I don't know why I do, but I do. I have had so many comments, so many private messages, so many emails, constantly. It's become weekly now. People asking, hey, how can we give or donate to the channel? And a lot of people are curious about, hey, how much does YouTube take? And you hear all these crazy figures. So I've had a lot of people suggest, hey, put some other platforms up for donations where we feel like maybe more of our money's going to you. I have worked for hours and hours today. We even went out and did a little picture session today, believe it or not. We now have a Patreon set up. It is by far the cheapest place I could find for commission rates. They take 5%. That is it. 5% of all donations. So people want to, I understand, people want to feel like they're giving more of their money to you, and it's not going elsewhere. So we now officially have a Patreon. That's something I have spent a little bit of time setting up today, and yeah, I got behind on the garage door. So if you're interested in that, link is down in this description.
Describe what Patreon is.
I'm going right into that right now. So link is down in the description. I'm gonna start posting all the videos. So instead of it being, hey, here's a way to donate, I have spent a lot of time building tiers, platforms, and trying to offer some sort of reward back, because like I said, I feel weird even talking about this, but y'all had to ask me too. Y'all constantly ask. So there's different tiers starting from like $3 if you want to make a donation, way on up. And I have set it up to where I'm going to let some of the people that are on Patreon determine what kind of content I record. Y'all can make requests. I'm going to do private like live streams and chat sessions, things like that. Give you sneak peeks of videos that are coming up. So it's going to be a lot of extra work for me. All the way up to the top tier, we're going to give away merchandise, shirts, things like that. But I'm kind of excited about the top tier. And it's something I'm going to try to start bringing to YouTube as well. Y'all occasionally watch me do review videos. As the channel gets bigger and I get more negotiating power with companies, I'm going to see if I can get multiple items to review, maybe multiple of the same. I'm going to start doing giveaways. I think that'd be pretty exciting. So if I start reviewing tools or something, you know, that's really cool, the top tier Patreon people, I'm going to start including them in giveaway drawings, and then I'm going to bring that over to YouTube and Facebook as well. So I think that could be kind of cool to give away some pretty neat and probably expensive items at times.
Oh yeah.
That'd be an awesome way to give back. I want to do that. So, hey, thank y'all for asking about it. It's there. I'm not asking anybody to go to it. By far, the number one thing y'all can do, just watch our content. We create it, you watch it. That's the way this whole thing works. Yes, there's things all outside of it and extra that you can do. I don't try to shove that down y'all's throats like I see on a lot of other channels where every intro and opening is, hey, go buy this, go do that. I try not to do that. So that's why I feel a little guilty talking about it. There, we get it off our chest. Let's move on. Let's move on. All right. So Blake and Becky says they're 15 minutes late. They'll do better next week. You better. We moved this time to help everybody else. I can't really get mad at them because they donated to us. Speaking of, where's the new pen that we got?
Yeah.
We got another gift in the mail, and I don't have a clue who it was from because there wasn't a little gift receipt in the package. But we got another gift this week. I totally forgot about it. Blake and Becky reminded me of it because they hooked us up with some Blackstone stuff last week. I think it is a hat. Is that a hat? So, Tiffany, now, y'all have been loading her up with Blackstone stuff.
Yes, appreciate it.
Well, so what do we call this? Like a steamer pot or cook?
It's like a lid, yeah.
It's just a lid for the Blackstone. She uses these all the time.
Yes.
So whoever sent this, maybe you don't want to be known, maybe you do. Maybe there's supposed to be a gift receipt, maybe there wasn't. Sometimes you can't add a gift receipt. Thank y'all so much for thinking about us. So y'all are hooking us up with the cooking
Appreciate
utensils.
it. Yes, I guess everybody didn't like my tinfoil pan.
They didn't like your tinfoil pan. Hey man, them things are $1 and you can wash them and reuse them.
No, I appreciate it. It will definitely go to good
Yeah,
use.
we love things like that. Thank y'all so much for thinking
Thank
about
you.
us. So Jesse wants to know, do we have a wish list on Amazon? Do I? I've had one forever. And Santa Claus, I'm starting to really be upset with Santa Claus. I don't get nothing off my wish list anymore. Yes, we do have them. We keep them. We keep our private wish list.
Well, we have a public one,
Do we have a public one?
but it's just a housewarming one. But we don't have like a.
We don't have one. I ain't gonna lie.
Not really.
I feel really weird. I feel really weird doing that. I know people want to give. I don't know. I just feel really weird about that. I do.
Yeah.
I put something on there. Hey, get me this. No, man. I don't.
Yeah, he was even sideways about my housewarming one because a lot of my family.
I told people, no, just because we chose to build a house doesn't mean you have to get housewarming gifts. We got family and everybody coming out of the woodwork wanting to do stuff right now. I'm like, that ain't the way it should work. We're the ones that chose to spend the money and build a house, but I understand people want to give. No, we don't have a truly public wish list, but boy, do I have one for myself. Oh yeah. Like I said, Santa Claus is horrible. Possibly, now we got a hashtag grease the door. You know what? I need to start a wish list, and my first item I'm gonna put in that wish list is some silicone
greaser.
spray, because I'm actually almost out and I don't even think I have enough to do the door. We're gonna do some, door greaser. There, put that in a wish list.
So HR Lee said they sent us the lid. So.
Oh, thank you very
Thank you
much.
so much.
Yes, by far, probably one of our top commenters. Always so sweet, so so interactive. I can't thank you enough. So thank you so much for that. You always pay attention, and you've been so kind and generous. So thank you. Makes sense there right now, without a doubt, it does. So Blake and Bacon wants to know how much the tiers of Patreon will be. I have a pile of them. Click on it, check it out. They start from $3, and I think they can go up to unlimited. I've got one that's wild and crazy. I don't expect nobody to click on that's 100 plus. I'm going to be perfectly honest with you. I just launched Patreon today. I really don't know just yet. There's different tiers for different prices, but I've started with $3 one. I figured, hey, if somebody wants to do something small, $3 is relatively affordable, and you know that, hey, 95% of that's coming to us. That's pretty awesome. I don't know anybody else that does that. As far as a cap on it, I have no idea. I'm still figuring it all out, and I'll modify the tiers as I learn more about it and interact with the people that's on it, figuring out what kind of content and merchandise and things that I can offer. So it's going to be a learning curve for me, just like everybody else. It will change to meet the needs of people and to please people, without a doubt. I mean, that's the way it should be. So sadly, I don't know all the information. I've done a ton of reading up on it, but I really need to experience, like you do a lot of things in life, to truly understand it and learn it. So click on it, go check it out. The tiers kind of explain themselves with what's offered in there. But again, I don't know. I'm not expecting nobody to go do that. Watch the content, interact with us here. That's the number one thing you can do. Don't forget to tell your friends about us now. That would be great. And like the videos. So thank y'all for that. Oh, goodness. So, man, everybody's asking now, Yarmac and me. Phil, we need to go on a different subject. So, Robert says, how do we send Amazon stuff since you have a P.O. box? Oh, you would be surprised what shows up to our P.O. box. The post office ladies know us very well.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah. Like one of the bigger packages we had, Mr. Donald sent us a rake there that was literally coming like a 5 or 6 foot box. So it can go there. Trust me. Amazon stuff gets sent to our P.O. box all the time. What they'll do is, if it's just something that won't fit in our P.O. box, they put a little slip of paper in there, and you walk in the door. They already know who we are immediately. They know that we do a YouTube, and the stuff's waiting back there behind the counter. They hand it over to us. Now, if you're going to send some 500-pound thing that may need to be freight, you might want to email me down there first. We'll just have to set up something a little different. But again, we're not expecting nothing.
Yeah.
We really are not. So Rebecca says, we think you need white lithium grease on the door. That's actually what I've been spraying. And sadly, it does not last as long as I thought. I'm almost tempted to drill some holes in the door, tap it, put some grease Zerk fittings in there, and start pumping that up on my grease gun. I think the grease would probably last the longest. I've really been kicking that idea around. I think I could do that pretty quick and easy. I even have grease fittings. That'd actually make kind of a cool video. The heck with spraying every 4 to 6 weeks when you can just pump grease in there and, I don't know, probably wind up all on the floor. I better rethink that. Yes. So Pest Hunter says he's late. Everybody's late tonight. Shame on y'all. We changed this time for y'all. But he's got a good excuse. He had to run new wires for the water heater. That's pretty important. Nobody wants a cold shower tonight. So welcome. Thank you.
Well, we do have a lot more viewers tonight, I see.
Do we?
Well,
Wow.
we were just at 230.
226, 224. We're losing them. 222. No, where are y'all going? No. Now we're back to 228. So welcome. Yep. A lot of people have said 7 p.m. is a much better time for them because at the end of the day, we got to keep in mind not everybody lives on the East Coast, and it's 7 p.m. for everybody. It's just not the way the world works up there. So we listened. Y'all said move it up. Here it is. Now that means we're going to be cooking and eating in the dark. So here's what it is. And y'all don't understand. I was hungry 2 hours ago. This is painful. So now our stomachs have to adjust to this new time because it'll be 8:39 before we're actually eating now. So the things we're willing to go through for y'all. Yeah, just kidding. Actually, I'm not kidding. I am hungry, but we'll get that figured out. So Slurpee made it. How about that? I happen to know exactly who that is. She says, first time finally saw the live feed in place. See that 7 p.m. hooking them and reeling them in. So yeah, welcome, buddy. Thanks for coming by and chatting with us. We truly do appreciate it. Let's see what else we got here. Hey, hello. So Shane jumped on. Welcome. Another often commenter. I ain't gonna lie, Shane. I'm gonna put her on the spot. Shane's the one that always has the comments that are about this long.
Yes.
She'll see me, excuse me. She'll see me over there reading your comments. She's like, oh, is that one guy again? But yep, that's Shane. Shane, without a doubt, gets trophy for longest comments.
Yes, he
does.
I mean,
sometimes they're that long. But you can't say I don't read them. I do read them.
He does.
And I can tell Shane's a relatively smart individual, likes science class and a few other things, because he always has very detailed and good information on a lot of life's little things. Kind of like how I feel I do sometimes.
Kind of like how he rambles on. Y'all are kind of like the same.
Apparently so.
Yeah.
So, yes. Welcome, Shane. Keep typing your long comments. I'll keep reading them. How about that? So let's see here. I hate to see that. Miss Lee says, ordered you a larger lid for the Blackstone. Amazon wouldn't send it to your P.O. box. I sent you the smaller one. Now, I hate to hear that because we've gotten some very big packages at our P.O. box. We really have. She picked up some the other day that were like gigantic. So I'll have to look into that.
So I wonder if it's just an Amazon thing or if it's a P.O. box. I don't know.
Mr. Donald's on. Did you send that rake from Amazon? I'm trying to remember where that come from a while back. Or did you ship it from the company? Because that was a big box and it made it absolutely no problem. So we'll have to check into that. I'm sorry to hear that. Really am. But thank you for the gift that you sent anyways. So Jamie says, looks like Bullet's relaxing. Yeah, I'd say he's quite comfortable.
He wished that fire was a little bit closer.
Oh, I know. Maybe I should have moved the fire closer. Second time I've already heard that. Yeah, how about that? Gotta wet my whistle. So, Mr. Robert, thank you very much for a very generous donation there.
Thank you
Truly
so
do
much.
appreciate it. Those little things like that's what helps make the world go around, and it will hopefully help support like Starlink internet and cameras and computers and things that truly do make this YouTube and now Facebook dream a reality. So thank you very much,
Appreciate
Mr. Robert. So Vicky says, where are we located? We're in North Central Florida, out in the middle of nowhere in the sticks, just like we like it. I'd say, I don't know, we're probably 40, 50 miles from the Georgia line, about the same from the coast, so we're just kind of up here in the armpit of Florida is what we call it right there. So Shane says, I do read them, his comments, and might as well just spew off a few since you get credit for the interaction. Yeah, that's a good way to look at it. Thank you.
Appreciate it.
So Texas Bow Hunter jumped on, says, good evening, welcome. Thank you for chatting with us. And so Robert says he made the donation because it's cool to see your name up there. Well, I'm glad you enjoyed that, Robert.
Yes.
Hey, it's cool to see your name like that too. Thank you very much. So Mike says, no, do not grease the garage door tracks. I'm already rethinking it. It'll probably make a heck of a mess. Consider vinyl coated rollers. I'd have to see how the heck I can change. Well, actually, I see. Yeah. Actually, I just had an epiphany. I see something now I've never seen before. I can get these things greased up like that. Problem solved. I've always greased inside the tracks, no need. I actually see the slides, once the door's rolled up completely like this, that I can spray right on. Why have I never seen that before? Garage door problem solved. Y'all just keep reminding me to jump on that this week.
Keep reminding
But
him.
it's solved. All I need is a ladder. I got it right now. Okay, so Mr. Donald says that rake actually came from the company. So it must be an Amazon thing. I don't know why they're restricting the size of packages when a post office will hold a package for you. That's frustrating.
Yeah.
Urgh. Well, they say good things come in small packages, so I guess just keep the packages small. So Shane said the one that he sent this week was returned to Tallahassee 3 times. Hey, I've been hearing that with a lot of people. I think it's Mr. Jeff that sent us the seeds and everything else. He has had a crazy time sending us some stuff. I don't know what's going on right now. I have been ordering stuff from Amazon, for example, that promises tomorrow delivery and takes 4 and 5 days. I've been ordering stuff that says 2-day delivery, takes 7 days. Actually, the stuff that was just promised 1-day delivery, plumbing to fix some stuff in the house, it's already done told me, hey, your package may be lost. You can ask for a refund. I don't know what the heck's going on with shipping right now. It's crazy. I see you smiling. I need to answer.
No, just keep
Need
going.
to answer a smart comment from somebody.
Keep going.
All right. Oh, let's see what else we got here. So, Crystal, one of our biggest cheerleaders without a doubt, says, please support the Kellers by hitting that thumbs up. That's always appreciated. Thank you for doing that.
Yep, we got 240 people on right now.
Yes,
so
we do.
That's good.
I think the 7 o'clock time is working out a lot better for people. So, Mr. Robert wants to know how many acres we have. That's a pretty popular question. We have a little over 50 acres here. I tell everybody about 30 of it's in woods, 20 of it's in grass, but it's kind of all spread out. Makes perimeters around the property. We have a pasture and some other areas. And you never know. Hopefully one day we can add a 0 onto that 50 acres. I would love to have about 500 acres, but right now things
That
are
would be nice.
a little too expensive. But I feel very blessed and happy to have the 50 that we have. I've always, and I mean always, dreamed of having just a piece of property I can stretch out on and do the things that we're doing. I love it. Cannot wait till we get animals and start really developing this. Fingers crossed all that starts happening this year. We'll see. Oh, goodness gracious. Ladder, you have a man lift, says Chris. Yeah, well, that man lift's almost 3,000 pounds and not too convenient to move from over there to over here. Ladder it is.
Yeah.
We're definitely going to have to stick with that. Quick complaint about you. Oh, Shane. Golly, boy, I about read his comment. Stop it. So Cash says he's going to send me a reminder every morning. Now when he wakes up, that probably won't take but about 2 mornings, and I will grease that
Yes, he's
garage
grouchy
door.
in the morning, so if you text him really early, be like, fine. Grease
Cash
it.
forgets he's 3 hours behind me, I think.
Okay.
So I'm going to start texting you when I wake up at 6 every day at 3 a.m. Enjoy my text, Cash. It works worse for you because you're way behind me. Oh, let's see here. So Marty says many semi crashes across the state, UPS, FedEx, many Amazon contract drivers. Haven't even thought about that. All the snow, I bit my tongue. All the storms that just come through, snows, everything else. That probably put a lot of delays in airlines, shipping, all kinds of stuff. So Wilma says we have inspired them to build their own house. That's awesome. That's what YouTube is supposed to be for in my mind. Inspiration, enjoyment, DIY learning. I have always gravitated toward YouTube for the learning side of things. Everybody gets something different out of it. I totally understand. But the fact that, hey, you can be motivated to do that big of a DIY project, awesome. Go for it, without a doubt. Hey, if you fail, the way I've always looked at it, there is no better teacher on the planet than failure. You can carry that forward in life with anything you learn. And if you succeed, awesome. You've just saved a ton of money. You've learned a new skill set. I keep forgetting to mention that when I talk about what we've done to the house, cost that we have in it, how much money we've saved. What about the skill sets, all the stuff that's learned that you can carry forward in life that'll help you out with the next project and other things?
Absolutely.
That's an awesome education over there, right there. without a doubt. People forget to put a price on that. So, hey, excited, go for it. Hopefully we inspire all y'all to live a lifestyle, do some DIY projects, tackle something. It'll save you a ton of money. And at the end of the day, it's a rewarding feeling. Too many people get trapped in I call it the cubicle life. No offense if that's your job every day, but you kind of get focused on go to work, pay the bills, come home, do the dinner, go to work, pay the bills, come home. That same boring routine. And there's nothing rewarding about that. But whenever you finally knock out a little DIY project or get that dirt under your fingernails that you always hear people talk about, that's a good feeling because you see some instant gratification, sense of satisfaction, and some pride in something you just took care of. A lot of people are lacking that. Go after it. That's what I love about this lifestyle. I'm forced to go after that stuff, and it's a good feeling. It really is.
And he doesn't have any background of building, You've just learned as you started doing it.
Between Google and YouTube, you can figure it out. No contractor, no nothing. But I grew up I did grow up in a way that, hey, you kind of learn to work on and do things and save money and just do it yourself. Plus, when you live out in the middle of nowhere, it's not convenient or cheap just to run off and pay everybody to do everything for you. It's just not the way this type of lifestyle works. All right, so David, thank you very much. Just made a donation there. Truly do appreciate it. Thank you so much. Y'all don't have no comments tonight. If you throw a figure out there, we're supposed to absolutely read your comment. Well, hang on, Shane. Not every comment. Let me think about it. I bet Shane was already about to donate $1 and he's got to read what I say. No, maybe not all comments, as long as they're within reason. But thank you very much, David. It truly is appreciated.
Thank you.
I'm seeing cheese comments out there. Chris must have said something. Who knows?
Yeah, we had a comment asking what kind of cheese. We are going to do provolone.
All right.
I think that's a must on a Philly. So.
It's cheese, man. So how's the weather down there? And calling for 2 inches of snow where you are. Weather is actually quite nice here. 59 degrees currently, which that's inside the shop. It's been, a little windy today. Cool. It was 31 this morning. Supposed to start warming up in the next couple of days. Then we get apparently a pretty nasty set of storms that come through on Tuesday because they're calling for 2+ inches of rain. I think it cools off a tiny bit and then continues to warm up. So we're not really seeing a whole heck of a lot of cold weather here. I think today was it for us. So I feel sorry for y'all that's dealing with all the snow. We'll enjoy our 70s+ degree weather this week. We'll record it for you and post some videos. Sorry. Hey, but I wish I was where you are when it's 100 degrees here in a few months and 100% humidity. Mm-hmm. I'll absolutely wish I was where you are. So Cash, thank you very much, buddy. Just made a donation, a $20 donation to grease the door.
You have to do it now. That
should cover my can of white silicone or lithium grease right there. Actually, I say that. There ain't no telling nowadays what stuff costs. So thank you, Cash. You are the proud new owner, I guess I am, of some white lithium or whatever type of grease we're going to go buy for the door. So thank you very much for that. Thank you. So WD, any relation to WD-40? Says, just stopping in to say hello. Love the house. Hello. Thank you for stopping by. Appreciate you chatting with us. And let's see. Jerry says, don't forget about Zelle. It's free and no deductions. That's very true. He's talking about another platform there where you can basically make a donation, kind of like PayPal or something, the way I understand it. I did consider it, but I wanted to do the Patreon because every tier but one offered something I can give back for a donation. And I don't know of anybody that even gets close to offering a platform like that and takes a whopping 5% commission. That's practically nothing to run a platform like that. So that seemed pretty awesome. We may still look into things like that down the road, especially as people ask about it or whether the platform grows. Tell them what we're cooking again tonight, because my throat is dry and I need a second. I've talked so much. Yes, you talk.
So if any of y'all missed it, we are cooking Philly cheesesteaks and zucchini fries. I almost forgot.
Yeah, zucchini fries. I'm interested in that. So I see WD says it was 27 last night in Keystone Heights. I'm starting to think something was wrong with my thermometer here, because it only read 31 this morning. We were supposed to get 28, and typically we're colder than what they call for. And I'm hearing people south of us that keep talking about these crazy low temperatures. Actually, Logan lives way south of us, and he said he got to 32 down there today. And I'm talking way, way, way south of us. So we had to have got colder than 31, but who knows? That's what it showed for here. Maybe we just got a warm blast of Gulf air or something that kept it from getting too cold, which is perfectly fine with me. But I can already feel the temperature dropping now. There is a chance of a light frost tonight. It's going to be borderline, so we may have to pull some frost blankets back out just to make sure we protect everything. So Shane says yesterday they had a snowstorm. Today it's 60. That sounds almost like Florida weather, except we don't really have snowstorms. Oh, goodness. So the other Shane says, okay, my date for greasing the door giveaway is now March the 26th. All right, I guess we're doing a grease the door giveaway for whoever picked the correct date, and I finally get my butt in gear.
Oh, gosh.
Oh, my goodness gracious. So Ken says, any seed popping up yet? I haven't planted any other than a few pepper seeds and now some tomato seeds. Everything else was plants. Well, I lied to you, the potatoes. And yes, almost every single potato but 3 has popped up about that tall. They're leafing out. And I actually just covered them with Dixie cups last night and then threw a frost blanket over that. So everything's coming along great. It's going to be stunted a little from this frost we had this morning. Like I said, my tomatoes and stuff got bit a little. But as far as the rest of the garden, I have not planted the actual seed part of the garden yet because, well, I'll probably want to wait one more week and make for sure we don't have another frost coming, because I was looking at some older videos today and it was, oh goodness, April the 7th, I think last year is whenever I posted the YouTube video of my garden got destroyed. We had a late frost come in and just burn it up like crazy. I had to wind up replanting everything. It grew really late into the summer.
Right.
Yeah, I guess we are.
Yeah.
I will fire up Blackstone too.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. I'm nervous right now about going ahead and putting seeds in. We'll get to that. Whoa, so Mike says lumber prices have jumped 55% the last 10 days. Oh my goodness. I hate to hear that. I will say I'm at a point in this house build that I haven't made a hardware store trip as far as like to a big box, Lowe's or Home Depot, in a few weeks. I'm not at the point of really needing big materials anymore, thank goodness, because I hate to hear things like that. That's absolutely crazy. Now, that disappoints me in the fact that once the house is done, we were hoping to like sell our camper, get some money, jump into putting a deck and things like that. But if treated lumber is now that absolutely ridiculous, $19 for a 5/4 board, oh no. Ain't no way we'll be doing a deck anytime soon, nothing like that. So we'll just have to do some different types of projects. Oh, I hate to hear that. No, there's no way nobody can afford that kind of stuff anymore. It's just way too expensive to build now. This has to give. Y'all know it is going to give. So Robert says, where did we get the sliced ribeye? Well, Tiffany walked off, or I would ask her. I'm not sure. I know she made a trip to Walmart, Costco, maybe Save a Lot this week. We typically get ribeyes at a local meat market, 2 of them that are just, single stores, or believe it or not, Save a Lot. Save a Lot doesn't have very good anything except their meat section, and the butcher, at least in our hometown, is awesome. So she may have went there. I have to ask her whenever she comes back. So Larry says it was 34 in St. Augustine this morning. That's crazy. That's way down there too. Huh. We might have got colder here than we did. Who knows? Oh my goodness. 19 in Vermont. No, thank you. I'm ready for springtime here and that grass to get a little greener. I think I'm finally ready to move into spring. Maybe. So Julie says, grease the door on a live. Maybe I should do that for y'all. So Stephen asks, is it true that YouTube takes 30% of the super chats? Yes, that is true. That's why I've had a lot of people ask. Now, that may sound high, but keep in mind, they're the one hosting this whole platform, everything. All I have to do is put the content on it. But here's what'll really blow your mind. All the ad revenue that y'all watch whenever I post videos and the ad pops up, YouTube, Facebook, everything, they take 45% of it. So if a company pays to put, hey, I want to buy an ad package, say it's some big company and I want to promote this product, and that ad happens to pop up on my video or anybody else, guess what? They take 45% of that. That's why those donations, at least for us while our channel's small, is so critical, because the ad revenue, man, it really gets taken out of that hard. And that's why a lot of people have asked about the Patreon and why we're starting that. Like I said, I definitely want to put some other content on there, but I have no intentions of taking away from YouTube or Facebook, where everything is free and you can watch. That's the way I want to keep my content. I've watched a lot of people move off these platforms and go to fully paid services. Well, not everybody can go afford a fully paid service, and I do appreciate YouTube hosting this, providing and doing all the legwork. I just provide the content. They go out and find the people that want to sell the ads. They post it to you. They do, you know, all the IT stuff that I truly don't understand. There's a heck of a lot of cost in that. Is the deal fair? I have no idea. I don't know at all on the IT side. But as far as the ad revenue goes, they really take it. They really do. Hey, question: where did we get the sliced ribeye from?
This time we got it from Walmart.
Oh, she actually got the sliced ribeye from Walmart. So there you go. Typically, we don't buy meat from there, but they have gotten a little better. I will give them that. So let's see here. Mr. Jim, he says here is $13.993. I've never seen a donation like that before for y'all. Looking nice looking floor today. Thank you very much. Truly do appreciate your support and excuse me, what you're doing for us, what y'all are all doing for us. Thank y'all so much for that. So Robert says I need to get to harvesting my own wood and dry it. Trust me, if I had the time, that is something I have seriously considered in the past. I got to find the time. I need to find a mill and everything else. Maybe we can get into some of that down the road. So Arkansas, GC Arkansas says, don't sell the camper, makes a great guest house. That's very true, but campers don't last forever. And when you don't live in them and use them, they fall apart just like everything else does. And I kind of don't want the headache or the big camper underneath my barn taking up, shoot, it's probably taking up 3 or 4 bays right now. I need to get that storage back. Plus, we have planned on using the money from selling that to fund some of these fun projects we want to do after the house is over. Because we're definitely not going to go finance no fun project. We're just not going to do that. Oh, I'm losing my voice. So Shane says we need to get a sawmill. I agree. I would love to have one. And Mr. Donald says, sent me some info about getting wood close to me. I'm still very behind on emails. I apologize. I will get in there and check that. So Cash should be a lobbyist. What did he say? Wait till March. Oh, goodness gracious. Y'all still talking about greasing the door? What the heck is wrong with y'all? So Bobby watched the way that we laid out the floor and it looks great. Thank you. Now I will say a lot of people have commented, loves the way the flooring ties everything in. Me and Tiffany will both be perfectly honest with you. We originally picked that flooring out when we had the older, lighter cabinets. Now we got the new darker ones. You kind of got to buy things now when it's available. So we bought the flooring months ago. We had no idea the stain of the roof and color it was going to come out. While everything looks good and we're happy, I wish it tied everything together a little better, but it is what it is. I love the knots in the floor. I love the patterns. I love the direction it runs. It matches the roof good. I think we both wish the coloration was a little more toward pine color, but I ain't gonna lie. We struggled, made trip after trip to town, finding flooring that we thought would match everything. It was just impossible. So we finally settled on something that we thought would kind of somewhat tie in a little bit of everything. It is what it is. We don't hate it. We do wish it matched a little better, but I think we're going to be really happy with it. You ready?
I think so.
All right. She says she's ready to cook. I will keep answering your questions. We're going to the cooking portion of the live stream. And man, he didn't eat. Oh, he did hear me get up. Little man is passed out. Bullet, we're going to eat. Kind of. All right, let's get this turned around and see what Tiffany's got going on here. Boy, isn't that a beautiful sunset right there? All right. So what you got?
All right. So, got my onions and peppers here. We'll get started with these first.
Can't have Philly cheesesteaks without, well, onions, peppers, steak, and cheese, I guess. Ain't I a genius?
Oh, speaking of cheese, I didn't get the cheese out.
Oh, Chris is gonna, he's probably already done unsubscribe from the channel. Thank you very much, Crystal. And Shane says, once you finish the room with the flooring, it'll blend in better than you think. And that's very true. And when we get our furniture in, we've then ordered our couches. It actually matches the floor very well. That may help kind of tie some stuff together.
All the furniture's in and everything's in there. I think it will be tied together a lot better.
Yep. And don't get me wrong, we don't hate it. We're just being honest with y'all. That's what we do. Everybody's still saying, grease the door, grease it. What about we grease the grill? Is that not good enough? Actually, let me take some of this old bacon grease right here and go grease the door. So Uncle Tim, oh my goodness gracious, thank you so much for an extremely generous donation there. Said, make Cash happy, grease the door, please. I guess everybody's sick and tired of hearing about Cash talking about greasing that door. Oh, goodness. Yes, thank you very much, Uncle Tim, as we call him. Not my real uncle. I know I'm confusing the heck out of everybody. So Jonathan says he's surprised I didn't mop the concrete floor prior to installing the flooring. Being that it's a floating floor, the little bit of dust that was on there, I didn't figure would bother me or cause any sort of an issue. Now, if it was something I was going to glue down, oh yeah, I would have cleaned it like absolute crazy. Now, I did sweep that floor many, many, many times that y'all did not see me do on camera, because that video was already running very long. Goodness gracious, I have got to grease the door. Everybody's still talking about it. So Robert says he agrees with getting rid of the camper. Theirs ended up being busted into by squirrels and rats. Yes, they absolutely will. I'm telling y'all, it ain't just a camper. Take that truck right there, go park it for a year, put it up in pristine condition, park it for a year, and it will fall to pieces, won't start, it'll have issues. Things just do not like to sit up, especially something like a camper. It needs to have air conditioning running in there. You need to get the moisture out. And Tiffany wants me to shut up so she can talk.
No, go ahead.
Nope.
Here's our steak I'm about to put on here. It's just thinly sliced. You can find it at Winn-Dixie, Walmart, wherever you shop.
Yum, yum. Let's do it.
And I just diced it into smaller pieces. And I'm going to slow cook this a little bit so it doesn't dry out.
It
You're
is
not going to
what
hear
it
a
is.
whole lot of sizzle, but I already have it seasoned up a little bit here. I'll show y'all what I put on it.
All right, so the house looks absolutely beautiful. All the colors go together well. Thank you very much. We definitely love the wood and green look. I know a lot of people questioned us like crazy about that when we first painted them walls green.
It looks so much different in person.
It really does, but it looks good. We've had several people come over, and a lot of people hate green, but they like it.
This stuff is really good. And this is what I put on it.
Oh, yeah, that's right. We talked about that a while back, didn't we? So Julie says, if we aren't bugging you about the grease the door, it's going to be the bug zapper or the belly flop. You got a very good point there. Let's not get back on shocking me, and it's way too cold for belly flops right now. So Adam just jumped on. Welcome, Adam. I requested Tiffany make some Philly cheesesteak. We got some thinly sliced ribeye, some peppers and onions, and she is going to make zucchini fries, believe it or not, on the Blackstone. I'm very curious about that. Shane says our Craigslist ad should say camper for sale, well used, armadillos included. I agree. All of them we can load up in there, take them. Got to use it or to lose it, 100%. I want my barn back. We need some, I want storage over there. I'm tired of tripping over stuff. That camper takes up a ton of room, absolute ton of room. So Ken asked, when I say videos get long, is there a time limit for YouTube? I don't believe there is. There's one guy I watched called Andrew Camerata, and he just had a 3-hour and I think 19-minute long video the other day, and he's always posting long ones. So no time limits that I am aware of. Most people, I have noticed, kind of the attention spans around 12 to 15 minutes. So whenever I post a 30-minute video like I did yesterday, I know, well, some people don't want to watch it. But with that said, I was trying to turn the phone around and talk to y'all. Sometimes you edit and take out so much stuff. I took out a ton in that video you wouldn't believe, and I kind of wanted it to be more of a DIY and helpful video. So I didn't want to take any more out than I did. But 30 minutes, yeah, that's a bit long. Most people just don't really want to watch a video that long. All right, what do we got here?
All right, so
Turn this back around.
we'll get this zucchini going here.
So there is our gigantic zucchini fries. So Chris says he bets Tiffany's cooking channel will explode with followers. 100,000 first month. Don't say that. She'll leave me. She getting to making that big bank and all that money. She gone. Hey, baby, you're supposed to say, no, that ain't true.
Hey, I can't promise that. No, I'm just
Oh, my goodness gracious. Y'all seen it here
I'm
first.
just joking.
So Cash says maybe some cow camp on those zucchini fries.
Yes,
It's already in there. It is
Yes.
already in there. I told her that something, a vegetable like that, absolutely needs
Yes,
plenty of salt.
We do have it in here, plenty of it.
Oh, look at you
All right.
fancy with your gloves and all.
Well, it just makes cleaning my hands easier.
So Team Nander says with the way gas prices are, I may have to sell both trucks. Ain't that the truth? Robert says they love meal prepping. Yes, we're doing that, people. Everybody always looks and says, that's so much food. No, we're going to eat it for lunch. We'll eat it for supper. And Stephen asked, do I like Everglades seasoning? Absolutely, we do. That is kind of a Florida and South thing, but I have been eating Everglades, oh my goodness, for probably 15 years.
Lots of Everglades.
I've been eating Everglades before, Arrington made it very popular on his YouTube channel. It's sold in a lot of stores around there and has been forever. So Shane brings up a very good point, and one we should all talk about. Whatever you do, don't combine the belly flop and the bug zapper. I 100% agree. Thank you for those words of wisdom, Shane. So Kingwood wants to know, Tiffany, do you slice by hand or do you have an electric slicer?
No, I slice this by hand, but when we do the garden vegetables, we have a mandolin that we use.
Yeah.
And I'm not a fan of the mandolin because I about took a whole tip of my finger off one time.
She can get dangerous with sharp utensils. So Mr. Jimmy asked, check the game cameras lately? Oh my goodness, you don't understand how close I was to doing that today. Pulling all the cameras and cards. I have pulled a few a couple weeks ago, but I still have tons of cameras out, or heck, everywhere, that I do need to get pulled and checked. A lot of people ask about the animals running around the property. I need to get y'all a video out for that. Heck, we had coyotes running around out here and yipping last night when I was putting out frost blankets. There ain't no telling what's running around here. So Robert says 24 hours is the longest video you can post. Well, y'all don't have to worry about me posting one anywhere near that long. So Brent says the frozen Philly cheesesteak from Walmart's pretty good.
It
I think, yes, it is.
It is very good, actually. It's on the greasy side, but
Yeah, it's what it's supposed to
for
be.
store-bought, it is really good.
Yeah.
Really good. All right, let's get these things on here.
And what was the seasoning again? Somebody asked.
On the Phillies?
No, I think on the fries.
Okay, well, this is what I use on the Phillies.
Well, Philly
Blackstone.
cheesesteak seasoning.
Yeah.
Okay, maybe that's
And
what they
then
asked
on the
about.
fries, I use this Parmesan black garlic seasoning, and then
Cash's
cow
Cow.
camp.
Cow
We'll
camp.
put a little bit more on here.
Yeah, he's probably looking and going, you ain't used enough of that. Buddy, we don't eat a whole lot of salt, but we do use it. So Brad says, how long is our camper? It is 30 feet, I think. 32, 30 or 32, something like that.
I thought it was 33.
Maybe it is 33. It's one of the longer bumper pulls you can get. And Erica wants to know, what do we do for Blackwater out here? We actually have a very large above ground poly septic tank that camper dumps into. And about every 6 weeks, I pay a septic service to come out here and pump it out. And it's quite reasonable. It's $55 a pump out. Keeps you from having to dig and put in a full several $1,000 septic system back here just to temporarily live. I don't know if that's available everywhere for code, but hasn't been a problem here. They are allowed to do that.
All right, so on my breadcrumbs here, I did Parmesan cheese and panko breadcrumbs on my...
She always calls it
zucchini
panko. Panko.
Panko, whatever. You made fun of me the other night for that too. I forgot.
Yeah.
Yeah, but once you say it one way, that's how you're.
It's stuck. Her and her panko breadcrumbs. Never heard of them. I'm going to have to try them. Hey. So everybody's saying they like longer videos. Well, heck, we'll occasionally put some longer ones out, but they're going to need to be, let's say, entertaining and worth the watch. I hate for a video to drag on and on. I felt horrible about the one I posted today. I felt like there was so much stinking talking on it, but there was some good points that I just kind of wanted to get across. So, wow. Thank y'all very much. Back-to-back donations there, Blake and Becky. says Miss Tiffany's Cooking Channel Fund.
Awesome.
Heck yeah.
Thank you.
And then right behind them, Mr. Robert, thank you very much. Says, love the new old time slot. Thank you very much for a super generous donation. They're
Thank you
always
so much.
thoughtful.
Y'all are all so generous.
And they are super, super generous. Yeah, it's a lot of votes for longer videos. Well, we'll have to see. I'll occasionally throw a few in if the content warrants it.
All right, let me get some more of these babies going here.
Oh, people say you're making them hungry. Y'all have no idea how hungry I am. This new time slot's got this fat boy's stomach grumbling. Phone don't want to focus with all that steam. Oh, that looks so good. And check this out. Healthy zucchini fries. Well, other than them panko breadcrumbs. But it is a vegetable. We just got to doctor it up a little. That's what we do. So Shane says Tiffany's new cooking channel, Single Woman's Cuisine. If she hits that 100,000, it might be. Let's see what else we got here. Mama says mandolin slicers is the devil. Wow, if y'all still talking about those, I must be so behind on comments. Let me scroll down a little. I apologize. I've been talking too much again. That's what I do. I should probably do this for a living, much as I talk. So GC Arkansas says, you know it's getting toward boating and ice season. What's the ice maker update? Yeah, I knew that was coming. And I got to admit something. Tiffany don't even know about it. And I found it out. I just found it out whenever I was trying to go replace one ice maker, and I have tore up the other one.
Is that what you were yelling about yesterday?
That was what I was yelling about yesterday. I got mad because I was working on cleaning this thing out and getting ready with the, to do the ice maker testing videos, and now I have got to go buy a second ice maker. So long story short, y'all know the little bars? Heck, I'll carry you over there. So the little bars that trip the ice makers messed up, and I damaged my last ice maker. This bar right here. I had shoved the fan up into it, had it tripped, and this wound up not being able to work, and the gears started slipping, and the plastic gears are damaged. And it's my fault. I shoved the fan into it. Actually, you can take these completely off, and I think I'm going to do that once I replace both of these now. I have one to replace this one, and now I got to replace that one. But that's not the ice maker's fault. If I can get this camera turned around, that is my fault. I didn't pay attention, and I shoved the, look at the house. We got a pink house now. I shoved the fan into it and didn't allow the trip bar to work correctly and kind of left it all half hung up. So let me go get a second ice maker, and you're exactly right. It is ice season, boating season. I need that ice maker working like yesterday. I really do. Yep. Actually dug some last of ice out of it yesterday. How's that turning out?
Pretty good.
Ooh, that does look good. And that's got Parmesan in it? Mm-hmm. Heck yeah, crisp it on up. I like me some burnt cheese.
But I might be adding a little bit more Parmesan to it at the end.
Well, heck yeah, that's what you're supposed to do. Cheese on top of cheese on top of cheese.
Gotta make these super healthy, you know.
Yes, that's what we do.
I'll just put that one on there.
All right, so it sounds like Pest Hunter might be jumping off. Thank you for chatting with us. So Ken says, have you thought about making a longer video and then editing the shorter one? No, I've never really considered that. And Shane says, I need to do a 30-minute video of proper door greasing. Boy, yeah, that one right there will really get the views.
All right, so this might not be everybody's favorite thing to do on their Phillies, but we love banana peppers and pepperoncinis.
Who the heck don't like banana peppers? Something wrong.
Add a little juice.
Do it to it. We love us some peppers. Oh, we love peppers. Now, not hot and spicy peppers. I like good flavored peppers. So Brent says something that I am praying happens to us. He says he knows a couple people who recently sold their campers and sold them for more than they paid for them. While your timing with the lumber may be bad, it might be good on selling the camper. And you're exactly right, Brent, and we have been thinking that could be possible. Now, we're not going to go asking the world for it. We're going to look around and see what they're selling for. So there's a chance that we may get more than we bought it for. If we can at least get our money back, heck, we'll be happy with that. Especially after living in it for 2.5 years. So Chris wants you to say, Worcestershire sauce.
No. No.
Yeah, we got panko and Worcestershire.
All right. Worcestershire.
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 Worcestershire. There you go, Chris.
Worcestershire. Whatever.
Yep. So Robert says you can PayPal friends and family too. Yes, you can, Robert. And our email happens to be in the video description. Wink, wink. Thank you, Ken, for the kind words. Michael just jumped on from Michigan. Welcome. We're doing some cooking.
Ooh, my eyes are watering.
Those are actually zucchini fries, believe it or not. And I requested some Philly cheesesteaks on the Blackstone because I ain't had none in a while. And looking forward to it. Mr. Ron says he loved the video I posted today. Thank you for that. And Shane brings up a very valid point. Says you can make panko out of pork rinds and crispy bacon.
Yes, I actually seen that they're selling that now.
Yep, and pork rinds, believe it or not, are relatively low carb. So that is an option right there to avoid some of the breaded stuff. So Van Life for Crystal says a lot of people are now living full-time in RVs, vans, and buses. Speaking of that, Crystal, I've been meaning to ask.
Ask her.
Yeah, do you live in one full-time? And I hate to say, ask, do you happen to have a YouTube Van Life Living channel? I should have checked that out. Actually, I think I did before. I don't know if you do, if I remember correctly. So Steve says this is the first time watching our live stream. Loves your videos. Welcome, Steve. I don't know how long you've been on, but we typically wrap our live stream up with a little bit of cooking from Miss Tiffany. And then always start it with a Q&A portion, answering your questions. Pile Driver Outdoors says, dude, don't be so humble. Post your Amazon wish list. Oh man, that just feels weird to me, brother. Oh, it feels weird. Only thing I want to ask for is y'all just keep watching the content, sharing it, thumbs up. That's what it'll take. I'll think about it, Pile Driver. Cool name, by the way.
All right, let's turn that down.
All right, Joe's Crayon said he got to jump off. See, that's the other thing about... Yeah, they're going to miss the cheese. That's the other thing about us doing a late live stream. Then everybody else has to jump off to go do their cooking.
Yes. That's all right. Thanks for joining us.
Yeah. Mississippi pot roast. Boy, that was good, Mr. Robert.
Yes, it was.
It was so good. We got to do that again.
I need me a prep area, as y'all can see here.
We're going to get that on that back porch when we build that outdoor kitchen. Sorry, y'all. I'm shaking the phone because I'm actually getting a little cold. Here you go, Chris. The favorite part, cheese. Cash says he don't like banana peppers. Cash, there ain't much you do like. I have noticed that. He don't eat vegetables. He don't eat peppers. He just wants meat and potatoes. He's one of them type of guys. Nothing wrong with that. But you got to expand your horizon, Cash. 50K live stream, Andrew eats a hot pepper. I'll do that, but it'll be like a jalapeno. It ain't going to be one of them ghost pepper crazy things. Carolina Reaper. Nope, not happening. I did that once before, and I'll never do it again. So here's Tiffany with her favorite thing to do, cheese skirt. We cheese skirt everything now. Look at it.
Look at this.
Look at that.
Look at that fry.
Look at that.
Y'all.
Oh, my goodness.
Y'all.
Now, Cash, that don't make you want to eat vegetables whenever you doctor it up like that?
Can we flip this one?
That's what the heck I'm talking about.
Oh, you have to do it kind of fast. Otherwise.
Well, just roll them together. I'll eat them. Well, you was making it look all professional. See, I can't edit a live stream.
Oh, that's fun. And I made some dill season or sauce to go with it as well.
And I love some dill. Oh, she makes a homemade dill whenever we do fish sandwiches and all. Oh my goodness. Or fried fish. It is so good. So good. So Robert says Mississippi pot roast. Then he says, I sent you one. Wink, wink. You sent me a Mississippi pot roast? Or I must have missed another comment from you. Ain't no way you mailed me that. So Lon says, why don't I buy a commercial ice maker? Well, because where's the fun in that? I enjoyed the heck out of building mine. It actually worked out beautifully, attracted a lot of people to the channel.
Price.
And yeah, I was getting to that. Well, true commercial, $2,000 to $3,000 versus a few $100s if you want to build one the way I did, which does keep up with my needs. Now the Walmart and Amazon ones that claim they're commercial for $400, I can promise you they are not. They don't have all the nickel and everything else in them like a true commercial. Did I miss your comment, Crystal? I'm scrolling through so fast. Nope, I don't guess Crystal ever said if she had a channel or not. Or if she lives in a van full time. Which, heck, you may not want to tell me. Let me hush up. Thank you very much, Brent. So Robert says we need to be a real foodie and taste the food in front of them. Well, I'll definitely eat one of those from you. It just won't be one straight off the Blackstone that'll burn the heck out of me. Oh, my goodness. Look at that. Would you just look at it? And then, of course, yeah. Can't go wrong with this.
All right, we better leave a few healthy ones.
Yeah, no, wrap them all in cheese. You crazy? Chris says, burn that cheese. Oh, I love me some burnt cheese. Nothing tastes better.
Oh, are y'all going to get mad at me for scraping that cheese down?
Oh, my goodness. I'm still heartbroken over that. So many people got so upset last weekend when she scraped that sauce and cheese right down the drain. Oh, man.
I'll finish out this cheese right here.
All right. Thank you. Lord, y'all, I missed a ton of comments. I feel horrible now. So, Crystal says, maybe it was before my time, but the Vegematic was a great tool. That sounds familiar. I don't know. So, Chris says, PayPal's new thing is $10.99, everything over $5.99 in a year. I don't think that's PayPal's thing. I think that's our government that wants to know. And I heard that they were going to do it under that amount. Basically, any amount. So Crystal says she's not living in her van yet, but planning on it very soon. Well, cool. I know a lot of people enjoy that lifestyle. Nice.
All right, you want to try one?
Yeah, I'll try one of these right here.
Okay.
We'll flip it around. We're going to get one of these that won't burn the heck out of
Let
us.
me get my sauce here.
Well, go ahead and get those off because they burn it. All right, so I hate eating in front of people, but y'all did ask. Check that out. That's a zucchini with some of this dill right here.
Smells good.
Oh, that's good. That's really good. And that dill is, that dill is
And what I
perfect.
did with that is I mixed a third of a cup of mayonnaise, third cup of sour cream, and about a tablespoon of dill, tablespoon of garlic, and a couple shakes of some cow camp.
Some old cow camp. Y'all, that's good. That is really good. That's unique, but it's so good. Now, it's not crunchy like a fry. You still got the vegetable in there, but that
Well,
cheese is crunchy.
Give it a few minutes.
The coating, don't get me wrong, it's good. It's an excellent substitute for a potato wedge. It is so good. I like it.
All right, let's
It'll
get
be even
these
better with some
ready.
fresh zucchini straight out of the garden. Blake and Becky said, no, all that crunchy cheese that she shot down the drain again tonight. Bullet would have loved that too. Now we're talking right here. Probably gonna mix the cheese all up in it.
I'm not a person.
Sorry. I'm like Chris, I want my cheese. So Cash says he ate my pickled okra. Yeah, and I never heard back from you, so I'm assuming you didn't like it. But I appreciate you actually trying a vegetable. Now you can have your
Alright.
dessert, as Mama would say.
Look at that.
Oh, man, that looks good.
Look at that.
Just look at it.
Oh, and I did forget the mayonnaise. Man, I'm forgetting everything tonight. So we'll have to add the mayonnaise at the end.
Oh, well, it is what it is. If that steak's juicy enough, you don't need it. So Crystal says she's semi-retired as of last week and will start her travel soon. That is awesome. Enjoy hitting the road, seeing the sights.
That is awesome. Congratulations.
That is.
We're done.
Are we done?
Yeah, this is it.
We'll let that melt down in there and be so good. Oh, my goodness.
Well, where's my other one? I'll
Yes.
use this one because
Yes,
it's
yes, yes.
right here, but I do have that other new one.
Yeah, that's right. Y'all have been loading us up with these. That'd be perfect for melting that cheese
Yes.
right down in there.
The other one's going to be really good for a pizza. So,
Yes, it will. So I might take one more nibble in front of y'all. That's good. Y'all got to try
Let me
that.
taste.
Oh, yeah. And everybody keeps asking about post the recipes. I just seen that. We have got to do a better job of that. Maybe what we'll start doing is check back a day after the live stream post, and that'll give her time. We can go down in the description, put the recipe real quick. That might be something that we try to start doing.
Yeah.
You know.
We could do that for sure.
I'm sure. Hey, eat in front of y'all. So thank you so much for
Thank
cooking.
you.
The meal looks absolutely amazing. Thank y'all so much for your generosity, for spending the time with us. Truly appreciated. Thank y'all. I'm telling y'all,
Always.
the Facebook support that we've got, the YouTube support we get, the community that has been built here. We didn't build it. Y'all have built it. Thank y'all for how y'all interact and talk with each other, for being so kind, helping us keep this family friendly. Truly do appreciate y'all. We'll see you this week on some videos. Good night. Take care.
night.
God bless. See ya.